Hey guys, it's I just got home and I just wanted to record this for you so you had it so it was fresh in my mind. So this is CC Wiki Cycle 1 Week 14. For we started the day with geography like we usually do, and then we just went right around our board, and it's usually set up pretty much the same every week. So for geography this week, we were talking about ancient Africa, and we were made the connection between this week and last week. Last week was Western Africa. This week was ancient Africa, which is very similar regions. And so for a tune, we did to the tune of Are You Sleeping? So we did ancient Ghana, ancient Mali, Western Sahara, Fez and Tangier, Western Ghana, ancient Ghana, ancient Mali, Western Sahara, Fez and Tangier. I think I said that right. Ancient Ghana, ancient Mali, because they're right next to one another, and then Western Sahara, because it's over here on the left on the coast, and then up top is Fez, and above that is Tangier. Then we did math. We were talking about linear equivalence, and so we did to the tune of Mary Poppins. We did 2.54 centimeters equals 1 inch, 12 inches equals 1 foot, 5,280 feet equals 1 mile, and 1 kilometer equals 5/8 of a mile. For that, we erased all the numbers. Then we erased all the units of measure, and I explained what the abbreviations were for miles, kilometers, inches, and feet. I'm trying to think if we did anything else. I think that was it. So then we just erased it, went back through it, sang it a few more times, and that was that. For history, we played the song. We talked about trade in Africa, what exactly that meant, and then we went through the song several times. Erased words, and then they had to fill in the words. Then we sang it again with the words missing, and that got us through about 7 times. And then let's see. Then we moved on to science. We talked about what are 3 kinds of rocks. What did we do for that? Okay, so what are 3 kinds of rocks? 3 kinds of rocks are sedimentary, metamorphic, and igneous. And I didn't do any tunes for it just because my kids don't love tunes, most of them. And so I thought the ones that I already had, there was already a bunch this week. So I just left it with that. And then we just talked about each of them, how each of them were formed. I showed them some pictures and gave them some examples. And then we just, we said it several times. We erased them again. And they told them back to me. And I feel like we did something else, but I'm forgetting. So anyway, so then we moved on to Latin. And again, in Latin, we had 5 noun cases, which we have been singing to the tune of 3 Blind Mice. And so 5 noun cases, nominative, subject, genitive, possessive, dative, indirect object. I changed that one. Accusative, direct object. Wait a minute. Dative, indirect object. Accusative, direct object. Ablative object of the preposition. Ablative object of the preposition. So I showed them a new, instead of doing the date, because I have all boys in the class, I said, listen, this is like you're giving. Indirect object is you're giving to. So I changed that for them. And then we did a relay race. So I had cards. I gave each group 10 cards with each word on it: nominative, subject, genitive, possessive. I separated them into 2 groups. They had to do a relay race in the first group that matched them all up and put them all together. Got to sit on this fancy beanbag that we had in the class for the next subject. And so they raced to do that. And you would think that they'd have these noun cases. I thought they had them down, but it wasn't until they were all mixed up and out of order that they were like, so that was a good challenge for them to put them all mixed up and get them to really think about which ones matched and which ones went together. So we did the relay, we sang again, and then the winning team went and sat in the beanbag for English, which was a helping verb. So this is the first week of many weeks talking about helping verbs, and so it's sung to this old man, and it goes, helping verb, a helping verb helps another verb assert action, being, or existence. A helping verb makes lots of sense. And so then next week, that same tune will continue week after week, adding in those helping verbs. And then for Latin this week, we went from Columbus sails to the Caribbean to Baroque period of the arts. So we did hand motions, we did signs, and so Columbus, and then you take your 3 finger, Columbus sails to the Caribbean, 1500 AD, so your palm towards you and you're wiggling your finger, so 1500 AD, 1500 AD, age of absolute monarch, like we're putting a crown on, circa 1500 to circa 1800. So you're rubbing your middle finger and your thumb together. I can't keep my other fingers up, but circa 1800. Protestant Reformation. So we're making R's, and we're like, things are changing, right, in the Protestant Reformation. Spanish conquistador. So it's the sign for Spanish again. We make these X's. I still don't know why. I went back and I looked. I have no clue. So X's, and then you touch your shoulders and you come across like the capes that they're wearing when they're bullfighting. So Spanish conquistadors in the Americas. So Spanish, and then conquistadors, so they were volunteer soldiers and explorers. So soldiers, and then of the Americas were doing the exploring sign. And then we did Calvin's Institute of the Christian Religion. So this is Institute, Christian religion, like the nails in Jesus's hands. Calvin's Institute of Christian Religion. Oh, Council of Trent, we're making ours again. So Council of Trent, and then we're making like a pocket, and we're going within because things were happening within the Catholic Church. Things were changing. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, right? So there was this change within, and then we're like a pocket within. And then Baroque period of the arts. We just went around. There was lots of decoration. Everything was adorned during this time. So this is the sign for decoration. And that's it. So, all right, guys. For art, we talked about Ghiberti and Lorenzo Ghiberti. And we did these crosses. I put these crosses on these cards, and they outlined the crosses with wiki sticks like Ghiberti did. He would carve out wax, and so we just we tried to resemble that. And what he would do is he would have this raised surface on this wax, and then Ghiberti would he would coat it in bronze. And so we took a gold sheet of foil and we coated it with the foil, and then we pressed all into the indents around the wiki sticks in the shape of the cross, and it gave it that raised texture. And then we brushed it with black acrylic paint to give it some depth, and then we brushed it off so you could see some of the gold shining through. And then for science, we continued our earth science experiments, and we talked about a lot about minerals today. So it was good. We had a fun day, and then we played Jeopardy for review. So it was a good time. They loved that. That was the best part. So, all right. Well, y'all have a great week, and I'm happy to answer any questions if you have any. All right. Bye.